toughest things to do in all of college football is a ranked team going into a hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Colorado Buffaloes. The give out of the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. It's got to make a statement to them.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. First down, they've got it at the 30. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the...
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Off play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Gets it to him on the screen. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Are set up.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Trying play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball. Long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to LSU. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it's away from the first down. Lewis is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is signaled for. Made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Caught near the sticks. It's Atkins. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Atkins. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Northwestern offense returned. Field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick handoff. There he goes. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Gray. And some room to work. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They got him down pretty quickly, but they're set up now at the 21-yard line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Wildcats come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's loose, and he'll take it. Touchdown, Northwestern.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field after giving up that score. Now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Numbers is starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively, you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this situation a lot more manageable.
He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. One more snap coming before halftime. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds his tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He was looking for that big return with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Now on the option. The pitch. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Great job by the back on the option.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but I'm not sure if Bevo's feeling like this one's in the clear. And Tuck affair all game. They're up by 6 over Ohio State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Gray. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Not going to risk a return. Falls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Grab near the marker. It's Welsh. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Hunter.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab behind the line. It's Atkins. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
3rd down play from the gun. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Gray. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The play action fake. And he's all bottled They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose. Bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. No real chance on the return, but 34. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. He's got it. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So 1st down will open up the final period. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Looking to pass. It's Gray. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Farrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Northwestern! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Well, he put that right where his guy was the only one that could catch it, didn't he?
Great accuracy, and this is one of those throws that the fade route, you can throw it anywhere on the field, anytime. QBs warm up with this route, for goodness sakes. They always know how to throw. It's one of the first routes you learn to throw as a quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Lewis wants to pass. Throwing right. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a play! Not only interception, but the great return for the score.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. With the catch, it's Welch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Atkins. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Finds a tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the boot, looking for his man. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll be brought down. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Find some fresh air. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Creates a little room. Oh, a lot of space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. Trying to punch it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give and tick, 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 tick. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Makes the grab. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing. Earn at the 22.
And the Colorado offense will take over 1st and 10.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Fires to the big fella. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it again. He fires one deep over the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Atkins. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Buffaloes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks!
Yeah. Continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Go straight ahead. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Making side adjustments here. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He's looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Hand off from the shotgun. And a short run there, and that'll end it. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.